Hello, it's Louise from LA Kent. This second reading from the DCI Treloar Cornish crime thrillers comes from Sad Pelican, the Padstow Murders, the fourth. In Padstow, the body count is mounting, and there are tenuous links to Treloar. But he's under attack, both from the media and from forces within the police. So he's suspended. But he has a plan, and he's called for aid. Chapter 43. Treloar was reflecting on the day. It was a glorious late summer's evening, and he was sitting on the deck at the rear of Lost Farm Barn with the cold Estrella beer and the tortoiseshell cat Lola. There was no man on earth he would prefer to have at his side in troubled times than Benedict Fitzroy. Whilst both men had been raised in the Catholic faith, Treloar had been born and bred on a West Cornwall coastal farm in a loving family. Fitzroy had been forged and tempered by the English public school system and the British Army. Whilst Treloar could be ruthless, Fitzroy could be brutal. The man was blessed or cursed with an exceptional memory for those who had slighted, crossed or injured him, or those he loved, even from childhood. Well, old sins cast long shadows. Although a Catholic, Fitzroy held no truck with Romans 12:19. Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. And, unlike Machiavelli, he had no care for the temperature of his vengeance. But he took it personally. Many a former Ampleforth College pupil or former Coldstream Guards officer had good cause to keep a watch over his shoulder. Suddenly, Lola leapt from Treloar's lap, bounded onto the wall that separated the deck from the lawn, and stood stock still, ears and tail raised. "What is it, Gutter?" Treloar murmured. But soon he too was aware of the distant, incongruous noise approaching from the east. What the hell? He looked eastwards, and there, closing fast, was the light of what was now unmistakably a helicopter. In no time it was hovering above his lawn, a spotlight beaming down. Lola, brave as she was, had disappeared. As he shielded his eyes and gazed upwards, he saw a door slide open and a rope emerge, followed by a dark figure. As it repelled to the ground, he could make out a battered leather jacket, jeans and stout boots. The rope was hauled in, and a scruffy green canvas holdall was tossed down to land at the figure's feet. At a wave from the man on the ground, the helicopter rose, banked, and retraced its path into the darkening sky. Leo Benedict Julius Fitzroy, named for popes, had descended from the heavens. Despite his sombre mood, Treloar smiled, and shaking his head, spoke to the cat, who had returned to sit at his feet. "Showtime." "You really are a bleep, aren't you?" Treloar said with a grin, extending his hand to the approaching man. "How the hell did you swing that?" "Friends in high places, mate. Excuse the pun. Useful to have a pal with access to a wildcat who owes one a favour. And how else was I supposed to get to this godforsaken wilderness? Road? Rail? Newquay Airport? Huh?" "It's really good to see you," Treloar said with feeling. "Good to be here, mate. Good to be here." And with that he took the bottle of beer from Treloar's hand and drank it dry. "Any more of this, Nats? Bleep." After a late supper, Treloar and Fitzroy were sitting in the garden when Treloar's landline rang and he went into the kitchen. After a while, he came back out with his mobile. That was Julep Khan. "Bleep, Ben. Look at this." He handed the screen over.